Well, a new month has begun. It's Sunday, June 1st. Let's see how your forecast is shaping up as we finish the weekend and head into the first few days of the new month. Now, we know May was not very friendly to folks in eastern Canada who are wanting some nice warm spring weather. However, it looks like June will deliver pretty quickly on those nice conditions. However, for the prairies, of course, the big national headline is the wildfire situation. We'll be talking about that. And looking at our overnight forecast, I think you would want to see clear skies tonight, and the reason for that is Northern Lights, a strong G4 geomagnetic storm, so make sure to check the Weather Network app. If you have clear skies, that would be ideal to catch a glimpse of the Aurora Borealis. However, those dealing with wildfire smoke could be getting their view blocked due to that variable. Now, taking a look at Northern Canada, we do have some moisture there, and some of this active weather we've seen for the prairies, this rainfall this weekend, channeling its way up into the territories. However, looking at the rainfall, we would have loved to see some of that in some of our problematic wildfire areas like Flin Flon into central Saskatchewan. We just have not really seen the rain target those areas, unfortunately, and you can see some of our key fire hotspots and the air quality concerns and wildfire smoke associated with that. Tremendous. I mean, we have quite a situation here, especially when it comes to the air quality. Now, another issue this weekend has been the strong wind gusts, and even looking ahead into tomorrow and Tuesday, windy conditions continue to be a factor, so the spread of the fire could be further enhanced by that particular weather variable. But speaking of air quality, we've seen on our Sunday widespread special air quality statements and air quality warnings for some. Now, yesterday, all three prairie provinces were saw some communities at 30 degrees. Today, it's really looking like just Manitoba expected to hit 30. However, as we look ahead into the next few days across the prairies, even Manitoba, temperatures are much cooler, much closer to seasonal. So we do have that going for us, helping to contain this pretty severe wildfire situation right now. Off to British Columbia. Southern areas are seeing a much drier pattern and sunny skies, a fairly enjoyable day to finish off the weekend. Not really seeing much moisture looking into tomorrow either, aside from some very isolated showers. And Tuesday, a lot more of the same. The dry pattern for Vancouver is pretty stable. Sunny skies, 20, 22 degrees. Looks like that's pretty well locked in all the way through the first week of June. Let's head to the eastern side of the country where it's not dry. In fact, the weekend has been bringing a pretty rainy system. Today, not so much anymore for Nova Scotia and PEI. Things have now dried out compared to yesterday, but parts of Newfoundland, Labrador, and New Brunswick, along with Quebec, still dealing with some Sunday rainfall. Now, looking into tomorrow, showers may be continuing for the area, but most of the rain was more so for the weekend here. Now, the wind gusts expected to be a factor today and into tomorrow as well, so the breezy conditions, they do continue. Temperature-wise, we are looking pretty good for the dry areas in Nova Scotia. You see 22 our Sunday high in Truro. Cooler temperatures into New Brunswick, where we're still dealing with those rain showers. A high of only 13 degrees for Edmundston. Now, looking over the next few days in Atlantic Canada, we have warmer temperatures on the way, especially for the Maritimes. And the warm-up for the first few days of June, that's going to be felt by many in eastern Canada. So take a look at Quebec as well. Cool today with the cloud cover and lingering showers. We can see that moisture, maybe not so much a factor for Montreal, but it is looking cloudy. That will clear out and the nice conditions begin. Look at Montreal's 7-day forecast. Lots of enjoyable spring weather there. For Ontario, many are seeing temperatures trending on the cooler side, especially in southern parts of the province. And windy conditions still an issue for today, and we'll see the breezy winds even into our Monday as well. Now, real quick, taking a look at the arrival of a system into the province as we look into our Monday evening into Tuesday. Southern areas expecting some active weather pushing in Wednesday into Thursday, so we'll keep an eye on that for some potentially mid to late week stormy weather. But the temperatures are warming up in southern Ontario as well, with Toronto expected to hit 26 on Wednesday.